hopefully it's still fucking working now. Sorry for my language. Oh, stressful times. Can someone just like confirm in the Discord if I'm working or not? Is it sorted? Can someone put in if the stream's sorted? Just to make sure that it's working, or am I waffling to myself? Well, I'll probably waffle to myself. No, no. My Hobbs is on a flyer. I can't log on to anything, so I can't even check my Twitch, see if it's working. Yes, Twitch stream's working. Cool. So, hello everyone. Sorry for that chaos. We were supposed to have Andy Moore here tonight, but we don't, because Andy Moore can't get his Twitch to work. So you've got me again as usual. Let's get everything set up. Hobbs is on a push lap at the moment. It's first push lap of the race. And at the moment, it's looking pretty solid in that McLaren. Both McLarens will want to do well here today, seeing as their first race wasn't the greatest. In all honesty, we did see a bit of a stinker start from the McLaren team, but onwards and upwards for them. And hopefully today they can improve, as Hobbs will set the 16.9. That is the banker lap. Massa goes into the pits. Yes, Massa into the pits. Next is the two AlphaTauris of Hoffers and Fatty Bomboy. Hoffers 17.1 podium sitter around Australia. Fatty Bomboy 16.8 rapid from the AlphaTauri driver. Latifi 1:38.7, so obviously taking 2 laps to warm up. The Merc of either Jack B or, hang on, let me just have a look. Jack B, purple sector 2 by the looks of it. Hopefully he can carry this out throughout the rest of the lap. Jack B storms to provisional pole there. 16.3. What a solid lap from P2, like always in the championship. P2 round Melbourne. P2 in the championship last season. He's up his game. Absolutely slacking today is Jack B. Joking, Jack B never slacks. I need to stop Jack B standing Night Owl. This is a champion in the Merc team. The actual only champion in the Merc team at the moment. He's about to set his first lap. What's Latifi going to set? Does she cross the line or they cross the line? It's at 19.3 and Night Owl 17.1. Quite far off the pace of Jack B. Is improvement to be made there 100%. Will Manu on an outlap. Send fast invalid at the moment. Demizi on an outlap. Hoffers. Is Hoffers on another push lap? No. Hoffers is not on a push lap. 17.1 for him. Lucas is harvesting, so he's not on the push lap. Most drivers have set their first banker laps then. Will Manu and Massa both on outlaps, both trying to go for redemption here. As we're going to take some cinematic shots of Will Manu on his lap around Portugal. If he does one. If not, we'll change it. as Will Manu comes to the end of his lap. No ERS uses. He's going for another push lap, back-to-back push laps. Looks like he is, as he starts using the ERS once again. An 18.2, no ERS on that lap. Now is the lap that counts. His first bank lap. Massa did set a P2 lap just there. 16.8, a very solid lap from the McLaren driver. Him and the Harbs both in the top 4 at the moment. Not a lot of time separates them two. Will Manu does go invalid, however, which is not going to be ideal for him. But he has a very... sorry, Demizzi goes P9. What? 17.4 for the tier 2 job. That is absolutely beautiful to see. Credits where credit's due to Demizzi. So I'm just checking if anyone's actually online. Need to invite? No. Cool. Jack B looks like he's coming out for another push lap. Clicking the wrong buttons here, there and everywhere. My bad. Hoffers P2 16.8. That's a bit better from the AlphaTauri driver. Harbs starts his push lap. Let's ride on board with him coming through the end of the first sector. Will it be a good first sector? Unless he goes invalid. Once again, invalid from our drivers out there at the moment. It's not good to see. Viper on a push lap. Now coming through the second sector. Storming the second sector. Looks very controlled in that Alfa Romeo. As Viper comes to the end of his lap then, where will he sit? Still P6, improvement on his lap. Just about half a tenth improvement. This Jack B starting to push lap now. Here we go. Original pole at the moment. Can he improve on the 16.3? We'll find out here as we go into cinematic mode to watch this lap by Jack B. That is Jack B backing out of his lap. Obviously a mistake that he didn't want to happen happened. Now he's going to have to go for another warm-up lap to push it again. Harbs also backing off a lap. I'm trying to see who's on that. Oh, bruv. Lucas on a lap now, coming through the first sector. He is up on his time. 3.5 tenths up on his personal best lap that he has set so far round Portugal. Sending it through the second sector. What will Lucas set here? The Aston Martin driver rushes the line and goes P2, 16.5. That's a bit better from him. That is what he would want to see. A lot better from the Aston Martin driver. That is what we like to see here as well. Harbs gets dethroned of P6 from Senor Pepe. Obviously, drivers going out for other laps. Incoming. Jack B, is he on another push lap now? Jack B is on another push lap, sending it through the second sector. Let's ride on board with him then. What is Jack B going to set? A 16 dead. levels to this at the moment. In fact, Bomboy P2 was 16.4, but Jack B with a 16 dead. The pace on that Mercedes today, absolutely unbelievable. Will Manu, his championship rival, just about to start his outlap. Well, he's doing his outlap, sorry, start his push lap. I agree with Demizzi there. I think that is the perfect racing line to take on this track. Don't even know what he's doing. That is quite dangerous from Demizzi. Just sending it across the dirt. Is Will Manu actually going for a push lap now? The ERS is activated. So Will Manu starting his push lap. And Will Manu completely washed there. Going invalid through the first few corners. This is not looking good for the man who was P1 last season and P1 this season so far. Viper starts his push up. So let's ride on board with the Alfa Romeo then. Very calm and composed is Viper. A lot of pace in Viper's car. What can they do here today? That is the question. Portugal, very difficult elevated track. But you never know what it can bring. It brought me a podium last season in Tier 2. Sending it through these corners. It's beautiful to see. Viper in the Alfa Romeo. Viper in himself is a great driver, and I genuinely think he has more pace in him than we think. He's only just improving though. And sorry, I've just got to invite Andy Moore because he's going to be streaming his live reaction to this race on TikTok. So make sure you head over to Andy Moore's TikTok if you want to see his live reaction of everything happening. I'm just about to drop in an invite now. Andy Moore. And we'll drop in one more. Andy Moore. What does Viper set? P4, 16.7. There we go. That's a bit more improvement from the Alfa Romeo drive. P4 at the moment, but obviously a lot more drivers to do a lot more laps. I say a lot more laps. One more lap. A little shootout even. Lucas back on an out lap. He's obviously happy where he is, but wants to improve that even more. Senfas. New Tef on RL. At the moment, Peter, not the greatest, but it does not matter. There's always time to improve a lap, and Senfas in that Red Bull wants to show that they can improve. Just got to make sure Andy Moore does get an invite, because he's asked nicely. There we go. Andy Moore, Andy Moore, Andy Moore, and Andy Moore. There we go. I believe Andy Moore will be going live on his TikTok very shortly to watch this race. So I don't know. He might not, but he said he is. Just hopefully he joins. Andy Moore is in. Oh, this is exciting now. Everyone wanted an Andy Moore stream. They're going to get an Andy Moore stream. Ladies and gentlemen, Andy Moore is starting his stream on, not stream, but TikTok live. So make sure you get over there. Fat Bomboy. And everyone's starting to do their outlaps now. Senfas is going to be the first person to do their push lap. Lucas is going to follow shortly behind. This is where it's going to get interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Demizzi also just about to start their push lap. All these drivers, one chance at pole. What are they going to do? Jack B is not coming out. So Jack B, comfortable with his lap time. Will it get beaten by the likes of Will Manu? Will it get beaten by the likes of Fatty Bomboy? Will it get beaten by Lucas? You never know what could happen. Viper even. Viper's not coming out, so it's not going to be Viper. But Hoffers, Massa even. 16s all across the board up into P9. Well, P10 even. Night Owl just outside the 16s. Will Manu needs to do something drastic to try and get pole here today. Even if he wants pole, we know what he's like. Viper obviously retiring from the session in the pit lane. That is their day done. Lucas is obviously the first person. No, sorry, Senfas is on the first person on a push lap now. So let's ride on board with Senfas. So sending it through set to 3 even. I was quite far off in my sectors. I apologise. sending it through the last few corners. What will Zenfast set? Let's see what Zenfast sets. Be interesting to see. Was there an improvement in types? P11 for the Red Bull driver. That's not good. The Mizzy off the track. That's the Mizzy's day done. Once again. Invalid. Once again. Now let's switch to the other Alpine. Medium compound tyre. Medium tyre compound. Says Purple sets 2 on telemetry. I don't know. But Jack B and Lucas finishing P1 and P3 at the moment. Next to cross the line will be medium tyre compound. Also known as Tesco Basket, also known as Juice, whatever you want to call them. That is who's crossing the line next. Will it be Fatty Bomboy after that? No, it's not. It's going to be Hoffers after that. So medium compound tyre goes P4. Hoffers up next to cross the line. What will it be for Hoffers? It's only P6. Well, Night Owl finished P7. Will Manu. Latifi comes into the pit. Fatty Bomboy going to take pole. No, Fatty Bomboy does not take pole. One man can stop it all. And that is Will Manu. Sorry, the two McLarens also involved in this battle. What will Will Manu set? Will Manu does go provisional pole. And it could be pole completely. Halves P4. Massa. Going to cross the line to be P5. Good showing from the McLarens. But that is your day done. And Will Manu, glorious again. On pole. Round Portugal. Jack B. P2 like usual. Fatty Bomboy P3. Halves P4. Massa P5. Lucas P6. Medium tyre compound P7, Viper P8, Hoffers P9, and Night Owl P10. And Pepe, Latifi, Zenfast, Mizzy, and me, but I'm not racing. And I've gone in spectator mode now, so it's all sorted. Yes, that is your grid complete for Portugal. A dramatic Portugal to get set up and get started, but it doesn't matter. It's Portugal now. It's going to be interesting to see what the race holds. So make sure you don't go anywhere because the race will be getting underway very soon. And I'll be sure to see you at Lights Out. Here we go then for what is going to be an eventful race, no doubt. It's Portugal. It's going to be chaos as usual. I haven't seen Anthem War go live yet. It's a bit concerning. Three, four, five red lights. And it's lights out and away we go for the Grand Prix. For some reason, Andy Moore retires from the session. That's why he's gone in as a driver. Will Manu leads, followed by Jack B, followed by Fatty Bomboy and Harbs. So battling. Harbs gets spun by Fatty Bomboy, which is going to allow Massa, Lucas, and basically everyone to make up some positions. Lucas and Massa fighting it out, but Will Manu controls the lead, followed by Jack B shortly. Fatty Bomboy P3. Jack B going for the move down the inside. Gets it done nicely. Pushes Will Manu wide to allow Fatty Bomboy to get involved. That's exactly what Jack B would have wanted. Another car to get involved between him and Will Manu. And Fatty Bomboy does get ahead of Will Manu. This is good to see. Racing happening on and off track. Not race. And that's a spin. And that is medium compound tyre spinning around. Jamaican Bacon. P13 at the moment. What a race from him so far. But nevertheless, that is me. And I don't get why my AI is driving. Jack B leading. Fatty Bomboy P2. Will Manu thought he had the dream start, but at the moment P3. Massa P4 doing a very good race. Lucas P5. Viper P6. There's definitely going to be a lot of battles out on that track today. That is a spin in the background. And that is 7 fast. It's not going to be the Jamaican Bacon in the Red Bull because he's just an absolute goat and will never make a mistake. But right now, Will Manu, this is a lovely camera shot. Will Manu going for a move on Fatty Bomboy. Gets it done down the straight. Back up into P2. Game on. Jack B having to defend once again from the man in the Williams. Let's just get everything up. That's a bit better. That's all sorted now. But Jack B does lead Will Manu. And Will Manu does lead Fatty Bomboy. These 3 quick drivers all in the top 3. Massa and Lucas, by the way. A lot of variation in strategy. We've got Pepe on the hard. We've got soft runners out there. We've got medium runners out there. What one will come out good today? We only find out here live on Twitch and on Andy Moore's live reaction, I believe, on his TikTok. So hopefully he's actually streaming it, because it'd be good to see him stream it. Don't know if he is or not. It's proper stressful. It still doesn't. It don't matter. It's fine. Compound. Just he leaves the session. I'm gonna get him an invite straight away. So luckily I caught that. I just put my phone down. Medium compound tyre. Medium tyre compound. However you want to say it. We don't want to miss this battle out on track. Jack B leads onto the 3rd lap. The Jamaican Bacon dead last like usual. Not in Australia. He wasn't. Will Manu does it and does it right. But will the right time be into turn 1? No, it will not. So you just have to follow Jack B closely behind. Remember, Will Manu DNF'd here last season due to him accumulating too many track limit penalties. He didn't want to race anymore. So it'd be interesting to see how many track limit penalties he picks up today, especially seeing him go invalid twice during the Grand Prix. Not the Grand Prix, the qualifying for the Grand Prix. That's what I meant to say. But Will Manu just stalking the back of Jack B's gearbox. Jack B a lot less ERS than Will Manu. Fatty Bomboy sitting perfectly here, watching these 2 battle, waiting for a mistake for him to pounce. It'd be beautiful to see him pounce here, and Fatty Bomboy might be able to just snatch a race lead if there is contact between these 2 incredible drivers. They were battling last season for the championship. They're battling this season for the championship. When will they not battle? Viper gets 3-second time penalty within the first 3 laps. That is not good to see from him at all. But nevertheless, he is still going. So Will Manu there, 94 ERS compared to Jack B 73. And Will Manu using it a bit down the straight, and he will use it a bit down the straight as he's right on the back of Jack B. DRS is open now. Surely Will Manu will breeze past Jack B. It's going to be a tactical DRS game this whole Grand Prix. And Will Manu does get ahead there. So Will Manu back in the lead. Jack B still up there fighting for P2. Fatty Bomboy rounds up the podium, but Massa and Lucas and Viper and Night Owl, to be fair, all in the back of this battle. Latifi sitting in a comfortable P8, good from the Williams driver, no ERS left in that tank though whatsoever. And this is a beautiful battle. Viper and Aston Martin and Lucas still going wheel to wheel down to that corner, and they managed to keep it clean, but they're still going to carry on for these next couple set of corners. Obviously, an overtaking opportunity could be a dive bomb into this corner, but no one does try it because they have not got the balls for it. But Jack B still staying on the back of Will Manu at the moment. It's very good to see. So here we go, and I'm going to see Jack B with the DRS advantage down the main straight. This is where it's going to be key for everyone. Lovely helicopter shot here. Jack B opens the DRS, heading down the straight. Oh, I've changed the angle. Ah! That's brilliant from Fraser, as Jack B does take the lead. Will Manu, P2, Fatty Boy, P3. Sorry for everyone who just watched that. That was an absolute cock up on my end. It's been a long day. New compound tyre is back, I'm guessing. Jack B defending well from Will's Manu. Fatty Boy just lurking in the background, like I keep saying. Him, Massa and Lucas, them three. Viper as well, but Viper obviously with a penalty. It's all lurking there. Just one little contact between these two drivers and just sends the race lead into an unknown, really. It's always an unknown in F1RL, but especially if there is some contact here tonight between these two drivers. Hopefully there isn't. We only like to see clean driving. Jack B's going to be having to be the one to defend down the DRS straight. A lovely DRS train has formed behind him. Here we go then. Will Manu looking for the move on Jack B. Probably will get the move done before turn 1 even arrives, and he does. So that's the Williams back ahead and into P1 of this race. Also, see a big gap formed now between Hoffers and Night Owl, P7, P8. Lovely big gap there. So all the drivers giving it all, and now seeing gaps begin to form as we get into this race. Jack B's going to try it. No, he's not going to try it. He backs out. Good driving from the Merc, knowing that he has got a lot of opportunities this race to do something here. And Sam Fass with another spin in the last sector, struggling. Jamaican Bacon will gain a place from that. Good on the Jamaican Bacon. That is my goat right there. Podium last season in Tier 2. Could they get a podium this season? No, they probably can't, because they're not actually racing. It's me, just I'm commentating. But Will Manu leading the Grand Prix and Jack B once again. Will Manu and Jack B, the DRS difference isn't that much. Now, there was a lot more than this. Senfast retires in the pits. This is ridiculous to see. Jamaican Bacon, smash it like P14. Sem Fast leaves the session. That is just not how Sem wanted their first F1 RIs to go. Jack B doesn't get the move done in the main straight. Could this mean Will Manu might have just broken a bit of a gap here, enough for Jack B not to be able to actually gain anything from the DRS anymore, except from a nice little toe? Could Jack B do it into this corner? Could I be waffling in my head? Jack B doesn't try into this corner. That's a weird camera angle, because you can't see anyone coming into that corner due to the telemetry board. Night Owl, fair play. That's Latifi's dropped a few places. I don't know what happened with Latifi there. Pepe gets a penalty. Hoffers and Pepe fighting. I'm guessing. Oh, Will Manu with a slide out of that corner as well. Is the tyre dropping? The tyre can't be dropping this early into the race. Surely not. All these drivers just standing around every corner possible, trying to make up as much time as they can. Could Jack B, could Will Manu drop the gap from Jack B? Because at the moment, that's 8 tenths. And at the moment, there's a lot more ERS difference between these two drivers. Could Jack B just let Will Manu slip away here? Can't let Will Manu slip away here, but it might just happen. DRS is enabled once again for Jack B down that main straight. Not gaining a lot out of it though. Maybe a tenth and a half, 2 tenths at best, but it's not going to be enough. Will Manu settling in on them tyres. And you see the gap. Look at the gap. That is just ridiculous from Will Manu. And it's broken the DRS chain between him and Jack B. Now it's going to allow Fatty Bomboy to get involved for the battle for P2. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. I thought Jack B would manage to stay with him a bit longer than this. But at the moment, not happening. Now Jack B's going to have to defend. Having to defend from Fatty Bomboy now. He's got no other option. He would like to chase down Will Manu, But if he's not got the pace to chase down Will Manu, then he's got no chance of this happening. Let's not forget, sorry, Massa's also in the fight, and invited even, to this battle for the podium. Jack B obviously being the person that could lose it all, while trying to gain it all. Fatty Bomboy just sitting on the back of him for now, and Massa also involved in this little DRS train. And look at this for a battle. Lucas and Viper still going at it, lap after lap. Viper with the DRS is going to get the move done, but Lucas is going to chuck it back into Slipstream, hoping to gain a bit of time. Oh, sorry, damage limitations, even. But Viper obviously with that penalty, so he's going to have to create a gap here. Night Owl's just dropping off the back. Almost dropping off into Pepe and Hoffers. That big gap being shut. Maybe Night Owl with a problem there, a little mistake, but Lucas would want to try and gain the position back on the Alfa Romeo, but can't get it done. So Lucas at the moment sitting P6, but provisional P5 with that penalty for Viper. Viper's going to need to now try and gain some time, but that Aston Martin will make it hard for them to do so. Massa having a very solid race at the moment, unlike Harbs. Harbs P12, Massa P4, the two McLaren drivers. Harbs I thought was going to be the quicker McLaren driver this season. Massa proved me very wrong. Harbs obviously being the first driver of McLaren, been here for 3 seasons now, and credits to him, still racing, still giving it everything. Latifi gets up into P10 now. The Williams driver finally gains another point. Here Williams going to be taking away a good amount of points here. Will Manu has dropped the gap to get Jack B involved in the DRS. As they're all coming up to that one car out on track, and that one car is a Jamaican Bacon. What a washed driver. Jack B, DRS is going to help him defend Big Poe, or Fatty Bomboy, sorry. Used to be called Big Poe, Fatty Bomboy behind. It's going to be a lovely little battle. Getting involved, so do not go anywhere, because this battle for P1 can only heat up more and more. Jack B really on the back of the Williams car now. And they're all coming up to that lapped car of the Jamaican Bacon, who does get out the way momentarily. But Bournemouth does lose a bit of time to the cars ahead due to the position of that Jamaican Bacon car. Jamaican Bacon out the way there for Massa. Ghosting not on, I believe, because the Jamaican Bacon don't look like he's ghosting. Is Will Manu starting to lose a bit of grip on these tyres now? Losing a bit of pace? Jack B found pace? All I know is that Will Manu and Massa has dropped off a lot there. Since nothing's happening down there, let's watch Pepe fight Night Owl here for P7. Hoffer's also getting followed. Hoffer's has got the DRS as well. Here we go then. Send your Pepe on Night Owl down to the first corner. Gets it done before the first corner. That Alpine driver looks like on fire at the moment. There's a yellow flag. And who's that yellow flag for? The Jamaican Bacon, letting drivers through. That's an AI, by the way, so you can't blame me for any instance that happen, because it's not my problem, to be honest. And if you do, I will just cry myself to sleep. Fatty Bomboy dropping off Jack B. Now Jack B gained on Will Manu. This could be a little battle brewing. We're a third of the way through this race. And it's looking to be a good one. So far, everything going well. We haven't had a safety car yet. This my Viper drops down a lot of positions there. Did Viper just have a moment? I'm guessing so. Looks like he might have a spin on the uphill corner in sector 2. See if he gets 3 second time penalty for multiple warnings. DRS once again activated for Jack B. Did Fatty Bomboy get it? I think he did. I think Fatty Bomboy just might have been direction. Viper with another 3 second time penalty. Will Manu looks like a bit under pressure now from the Mercedes behind him, as Viper does come into the pits. Jack B just holding his own for the moment, wearing the chrome helmet. Jamaican Bacon having a very solid race at the moment. We're going to place it on Viper to go P13. Will he? No, he's not. He's a lap down. Never mind, he's not. New front wing going on Viper's car as well, so some damage occurred there. Jack P right on the back of Will Manu then. This is a very good battle. Is Will Manu feeling under pressure, or is he all calm and composed? Jack B might try it round the outside. Is he going to go for the switch back out this corner? He was going to, but it's looking like he couldn't get the grip. He might want to save it for the DRSs. He sticks behind Will Manu. Yes, he doesn't go for an outrageous dive bomb into that corner. Now, Jack B was going to have to follow Will Manu very tight to try and get the best out of this DRS, but it's also holding him up for Fatty Bomboy to get involved now. So couldn't Will Manu have to defend from 2 cars in this next lap? Jack B, DRS is wide open now. Overtake enabled. Fatty Bomboy trying to get involved as well. It's a lovely shot. 2 drivers battling it out to be the best this season. They were last season. They're doing it again this season. Jack B leads the Portugal Grand Prix just over a third of the way through. Fatty Bomboy sitting on the back of Will Manu as well. Game on for all 3 of these drivers. Massage's 3.4 has dropped off a lot there. Could have been involved in this. And Will Manu looks like he's struggling a lot. Jack B down the road. Fatty Bomboy putting pressure on the Williams driver. But at the moment, no pressure felt by Will Manu. And that is a spin. Once again, I believe that is Latifi who's had a spin. Latifi has had a spin. Once again, P11 for Latifi. Out of the points. One Williams car doing very solid. Up in P2. The other car, P11. It's all kicking off in F1RL today. I'm quite happy I'm here for it now. I've missed it. Been away. Come back. Didn't race yesterday, which is disappointing. But nevertheless, the battle's still on. Will Manu right on the back of Jack B. 2.5 tenths between it, but gaining with that slipstream. So Fatty Bomboy just out of that reach to try and get involved in this battle at the moment. But there you go. Will Manu goes through with ease before you even see the first corner on the downhill towards obviously turn 1, turn 2 and turn 3. So Will Manu will lead the race once again. Jack B wants to try and keep him in sights this time. Any battle also happening between Night Owl and Senor Pepe, just staying with each other for now. Hoffer's also involved in this. Harb's just a bit too far down the road. Viper just not having the race he would have wanted at the moment. He had such a good start. And at the moment, after that spin on contact and whatever, it has ruined it. Medium tyre compound comes into the pits to get rid of their mediums. Going for hards, going for the 1 stop to switch it up a bit and try and gain a bit more time. Jack B's right in the back of Will Manu, putting real pressure on the Williams driver, and it's hards for medium tyre compound, who's not on the mediums anymore, so they are a fraud. And I hope the Alpine spins and crashes. Moving quickly on. It's a beautiful, beautiful battle in between these two. And Fatty Bomboy, even Fatty Bomboy just sitting there ready to pounce whenever. That's the problem with these two fighting. They can't go for anything risky because there will be another car there to battle them if it all goes wrong. As Jack B, DRS or Will Manu swerving all over the place there, but trying to defend Jack B, and Jack B goes through before turn 1 happens. So that's Jack B back up into the lead. Fatty Bomboy, P3 also fighting for this now. What Jack B needs is for Fatty Bomboy to try and get involved in this Will Manu, push Will Manu down, not down the order, but time wise down a bit, which will allow Jack B to push away. But at the moment that's not happening. Fatty Bomboy not getting close enough to Will Manu to try and battle. Lucas and Hoffers both coming into the pits, also Demizzi. Mid-tyre compound, 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. Pits are happening. Hoffers on the softs. Is he banking on a safety car here? Well, here we go again then. Jack B is ahead, but Will Manu within DRS once again down this main straight. Jack B swerves into the pits. Obviously going for that hard compound tyre. The one stop is going to be happening for the Mercedes driver. Let's hope it's a good pit stop. No penalties come from the pit lane either, so that is good. But Fatty Bumboy is now just going to have to try and stay with Will Manu. And that is the hard compound of tyres for Jack B. Senior Pepe is going to have to pit sooner or later, and that's going to be for the mediums. Dom Dizzy Demizzy, my guy at the moment, has just got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Don't know if that's his first. Well, no, Jack B's coming now into a lot of open space. That is perfect for what he wants. Only Harbs ahead of him, but Harbs 4.8 seconds up the road. Lovely bit of open space for Jack B to come out and really push them hard compound tyres into warmth and into strength. Right now, Will Manu coming to the end of Sector 2, the start of Sector 3. Fatty Bumboy following 2.4 seconds behind him now. Fatty Bumboy losing a bit of pace. Might gain it depending what happens here. But Jack B pushing them tyres into gear. Night Owl nearly dropping off the back of Senor Pepe now. Pepe just managed to push away as them medium tyres start to hit the worst phase ever. The battered, bruised phase. Them hard tyre compound can still go for a while. Will Manu react to that Jack B pit stop? No, he will not. Will Fatty Bumboy? Fatty Bumboy does. So Will Manu in the open now. On their mediums, going to push it all as he can go. Jack B will push them hard tyres to the limit to gain as much time as he can on Will Manu. But is Will Manu trying to go for the soft pit stop? Will we see a Will Manu trying to go for a soft pit stop at the end to try and take it to the end to win? Jack B still going for it. Harb, sorry, up ahead. Fatty Bumboy coming out of the pits. Does Jack B beat Fatty Bumboy out of the pits? Yes, he does, by miles. It's not even a question. So Jack B out of the pits ahead of Fatty Bumboy, who was behind him before the pits anyway. 3.4 seconds is to gap. Fatty Bumboy is going to need to find a bit of space in them hard tyres to try and get involved back into this battle for first. Will Manu pushing it through Sector 2, end of Sector 2, start Sector 3. Massa and Pepe having very good races at the moment, P2, P3, but they will need to pit again. Just outside the podium are these three drivers even, with Night Owl involved as well. Just out of the podium, these drivers are... You never know what could happen. You really never know what could happen. Safety car can change it all. As we saw last season in Tier 2, safety car changed it all towards the end. Jamaican Bacon's pitting. Is Will Manu pitting? Just ERS drained so much, Jesus Christ. Is Massa going to pit? Massa does not pit. Pepe, guessing not going to pit. Night Owl dropped a lot up. Maybe his tyres are coming to the end of their life. Maybe he'll need to pit for them hard compounds of tyres. Doesn't, stays out. Harbs, what is Harbs' move next? Harbs into the pits, doesn't interfere with Jack B and gives Jack B the DRS down the main straight. And Harbs gets slapped with a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane as Jack B takes the fastest lap with 19.1. He is cooking on them hard tyres. Night Owl, his teammate up ahead. I'm sure Night Owl will not get in the way whatsoever of his teammate who's in a charge, and ready to make some moves happen. Lucas on the medium tyres, Hoffer's on the softs. Hoffer's on the softs is a big gamble. He's definitely going to need to pit again unless there is a safety car. Well, obviously he'll pit again if there's a safety car or not. As Jack B passes the Jamaican Bacon. What a slow wash Tier 2 driver the Jamaican Bacon is. Let's see what happens now. Will Manu does stay out for another lap. 1.5 seconds off Jack B's time from last lap. Jack B obviously having a well of a time out there at the moment. Will Manu 9.7 up on Massa. Massa does stay out. Pepe also staying out. Night Owl, what is his move now? Will he go in for the pits? No, he will not. So Jack B will get a nice, could get a slipstream. He goes quicker again. A 19 dead for Jack B on them hard compound tyres. I really think Will Manu is staying out for them. So Will Manu has had a spin. Did Will Manu just have a spin, or is that me? Will Manu has had a moment, unless he's been cocky and doing some donuts, I don't know. But Will Manu has had a spin, and that has lost him a lot of time. And this could well and truly, depending on how good he is on them soft compound tyres, or even the hards, Could it take him out of the battle here? We don't know. Night Owl will want to get out of the way of his charging teammate Jack B, otherwise there's going to be problems between them two. Jack B showing a lot more pace. Team orders needing to come into play. Night Owl knows what's to stay. He does let him through. Good teamwork from Night Owl there. They both know they're not in the same race, and they know they can keep on going and get as many points as they can try to get. Massa 4.3 off Will Manu now. He'll need to pit at some point. 18 laps both of the top two have done. The top three even on their respective tyres. Will Manu does stay out. So Will Manu stays out. Massa stays out. Pepe probably going to stay out now. But Jack B charging at the moment. Only 13 seconds off the race lead. This is great to see. A lot of strategy calls here to come into play. And it's only going to get better and better. Will Manu, will he survive this corner this time? He did spin last time. He does survive that corner that time. Fair enough to Will Manu. He knows actually how to control his car for once. Unlike Australia last season when he binned it on the last corner and crashed out and DNF'd. Come on, Mark. Anyways, lap 20 of 33. This race seems like it has flown by. Battles here, there and everywhere. At the moment, Viper and Demizzi have one battle that's going on. Demizzi's going to try to defend on him, well, try to get back past on his eyes contact. And that was Demizzi hitting the rear of Viper, and Viper will not be happy with that. Good for Viper for not resetting to track. But that is very unfortunate for the Alfa Romeo driver who was involved in some contact there with Dizzy Demizzi. Chaos in F1 as usual. Will Manu finally pits. Is that going to be the soft compounds coming on? Or is it going to be hard? We're going to find out for you here. Will Manu comes into the pit. Massa also comes into the pits. Jack B, Senor Pepe comes into the pits. So Will Manu, that looks like it's soft for Massa. Soft for Manu, soft for Massa. Pepe on the mediums, taking it safe to the end. But Jack B does lead a lovely little gap even. And we'll have to try and continue that lovely little gap. 12 more laps. 10 seconds. Nearly 11 seconds between him and Will Manu. But Will Manu on the soft compound tyre. And is ready to cook. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be like a Hamilton Verstappen at Hungary. Just Hamilton trying to chase down. Hamilton in B and Will Manu trying to chase down the likes of Verstappen, aka Jack B, up ahead. But obviously, Viper retires in the pits. He's done for the day. He's obviously not happy with how that went. He leaves the session. Fatty Bomboy also playing a part in this battle between Will Manu and Jack B. Fatty Bomboy being the car in between them both. Jack B's got to cook, and he's got to cook now. He's got to try and keep that gap. Gonna cook. This race is gonna cook. I'm excited for it. Bit annoyed that Andy Moore has not gone live on TikTok, even though he said he was going to. Don't know what's happened there. Will Manu's gonna cook. And the pole sector 3 proves it. This is where it all happens. These two, McLaren against Aston Martin. Old mediums against new softs. New softs blitz past. And Massa happy at the moment, up into P4. That's really solid. Latifi 21 laps in the mediums is still going to go, hoping for a safety car, I'm guessing, to put a new set of softs on to send it. But I don't know if that is going to happen. We never know what's going to happen. There's a lovely clump of drivers, including Latifi, Senor Pepe and Hoffers, all involved there. Jack B, Night Owl even. Demizzi's gone wide. Night Owl goes through, so Demizzi struggling on the mediums by the looks of it. Medium compound tyre on the hards, going to lap the Jamaican Bacon once again. But the gap between Jack B and Will Manu now is just over 9 seconds. That is a yellow flag, and that is Lucas who's at the moment. Lucas off the track. People gaining positions from that. Harbs up into 8th. Now Lucas down into 9th. Not what Lucas would have wanted, especially with such good driving at the moment. Just don't know where to look. This is a bit too chaotic for me. 8.8 is the gap between Will Manu and Jack B now. It's starting to heat up a bit. No mistakes for Jack B needed, and no mistakes for Will Manu, as Will Manu 18-1 blitzes that fastest lap with them soft compound tyres on Massa, pushing his car to the limit on them soft compounds as well. He wants to try and get involved the tiniest bit as he can. Harbs and Latifi battling it out. Latifi gets overtaken by Harbs and gets the DRS as well. That is a beautiful move through the last long corner onto the main straight. 4.1 between first and second, and 4 seconds dead between second and third. It's all cooking up a bit now. 10 laps left. Can Will Manu get to Jack B and pass within 10 laps? I think he can possibly do it. Depends if the soft tyre degradation or deg, or whatever you want to call it, kicks into play. I'm not going to bother trying to save forward again, because I know Pharrell will probably take the mick out of me if he sees it. My voice is slowly dying now. 10 laps left. I need to power through. Come on. Fast lap, Will Manu, 18 dead. He is cooking. He is cooking. It's all heating up a bit. As you can see, that is the car ahead of him. That is the AlphaTauri of Fatty Bomboy. There's a little battle kicking up here between Harbs and Hoffers, I've just noticed. I believe Harbs just got past Hoffers, maybe. Hoffers soft tyres dropping off. Latifi still on them tyres. Night Owl's going for the move. Down inside, that's beautifully crafted from the... Oh, I'm trying to think. Mercedes, that's the word. Mercedes driver. So Latifi, 23 laps on the mediums. Going to have to pit at some point. That's ridiculous. Don't know how they have not got a puncher from it as well. Oh, I just cursed Latifi. Latifi's struggling now. Latifi is struggling now. That's Will Manu. 1.1 now between him and Fatty Bomboy. What Jack B needs is Fatty Bomboy to defend for his life. Will Manu out of ERS. Jack B with a lot of ERS. Demizzi has left the session. I will get him an invite sent over immediately, as this battle is just about to start kicking off between these two drivers. Who is it? Demizzi. That's the top guy at the top. Will Manu just drained his ERS. He needed to use all that ERS to get this time back. Now it's got to be based off pure soft tyre race pace. Latifi finally pits on them tyres, and it's going to go onto the softs, I'm guessing, because if they're going any other tyre, they are stupid. Leclerc into the wall, Baku's stupid. That is the levels of it. And it is the soft compound tyres I thought it would be. Fatty Bomboy, what's he going to do here? A lot of ERS to use. He could let Will Manu through for the to take the DRS. It's all about tactical games here at the moment, and Fatty Bomboy is sticking it. I'm guessing he's going to try and drain the ERS now. Yes, he is draining the ERS, but Will Manu will still be on the back of him, no doubt, with that DRS that's coming to play and the slipstream. Will Manu 15%, Fatty Bomboy 68%, but Will Manu's breezing past at the moment. And Fatty Bomboy is going to have to do something to try and keep up with Will Manu, because Will Manu will now start to try and pull away on them stock and Panzer tyres. We know he's got ridiculous pace in that Williams car. I just don't think Fatty Bomboy's got ridiculous pace in that AlphaTauri at the moment. Hoffers is coming into the pits. Them tyres obviously not lasting the full joint. It's going to drop him down a lot of places. Latifi is on the back of Hoffers. Pepe gets slapped with a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Fatty Bomboy has pulled away, indeed, from... No, Fatty Bomboy has been pulled away by Will Manu. Will Manu is pulled away from Fatty Bomboy, everyone. That's what I was trying to say. My bad. Been a long day. Yellow flag set to 3. That's Fatty Bomboy. Oh, sorry. Was not even paying attention. Fatty Bomboy has had a moment. Massa cedes the position. Pepe cedes the position. That is a McLaren on the podium. That is Massa. As we see, going on to lap 27, Will Manu is in that DRS range of Jack B, but with no ERS left in that tank. Jack B can just play this right. He just needs to play this tactically. Make sure he gets DRS if and when he can. And just use the ERS advantage that he has at the moment. He's got 50%. Will Manu has got 10%. There's a 5th. Will Manu's is a 5th and he's just using everything at the moment. Everything is getting used. Jack B's defending well. This is going to be the battle until the end. I think no one else is ever going to be involved now. It's 10 seconds between P2 and P3. So, set to win for what should be a decent battle for maybe a lap or two, depending how it all goes. Depends all on this ERS advantage and the tactical gameplay for the DRS as well. Will Manu trying and tapping the rear of Jack B there. That was a bit risky from Mr. Manu. Jack B might be able to try and pull a gap, but that is the Red Bull in the way. Oh, the Red Bull of me getting in the way of Jack B. That is savage. And I apologise, Jack B. That was not my fault, so please don't hurt me. Will Manu having a bit of VRS left in that tank now. 20%, he's gained it through them corners. And now look at the slipstream. And the DRS is going to come into play. This is a lovely shot once again. Will Manu's going to look for it down into turn 1. But Jack B holding the inside line. Will Manu's going to try and go around the outside. Can't get it done. Jack B defending beautifully down that main straight into turn 1 and stays ahead. That's the difference in the ERS advantage can make. But once again, there's only 10% now between these two ERS tanks. And Jack B can't waste the ERS here. Whether or not he's defending from Will Manu in DRS, the ERS is critical. That's what my word was trying to be. So Will Manu's still on the back of Jack B. It's all getting interesting now. It's the only battle out on track. And there's the yellow flag. And that's Fatty Bumboy again. And he retires from the session. Could that be a safety car? Nah, not this late. Jack beats Will Manu very close to Jack B. And they both have the same ERS now. This proper game on. Fatty Bumboy leaves the session and retires after what was a good promising race. And Will Manu has taken the lead of the Grand Prix with only a few laps left. Jack B thought he could have had it even with Will Manu's spin, but right now proving once again that these two are still going the rounds no matter what. Latifi gains a position into the points. Harbs P5, Massa P3. It's good showing from these two drivers as they both pass that lapped car of the Mizzy. Oh, this is intense. Can Jack B stay with Will Manu? Can Will Manu's soft tyres drop off too much to the point where Jack B will just be able to gain it through the corners? Jack B is doing very well to stay with him. 5 tenths between them. But this is where Will Manu gains a lot of time through this end of second sector, start of third sector. It's all key here. This DRS will be key for Jack B to get. If Jack B does not get this DRS, which Will Manu is trying to prevent, Jack B will still have a chance of getting this win. But at the moment, 5.5 tenths between these drivers, 6.5 tenths, 7.5 tenths, 8.5 tenths. This is what I'm talking about. Will Manu finds time out of nowhere. All of a sudden, it's 9 tenths, 9.5 tenths, a second between them before the DRS point. And that is Jack B out of contention for that DRS down on this straight. Wow, Will Manu proving me wrong. I didn't think he was going to get to Jack B. I thought he was, but I didn't think he was fully get to Jack B there. And he's not only got past Jack B, he's flown past Jack B. At the moment, 7.5 tenths between them, but Will Manu losing a lot of time through them corners, and Jack B gaining once again. But like I said, sector 3 is Will Manu's sector. very close between these two drivers now. Once again, for another lap, they're close to each other. Once again, Will Manor just pulling away through that third sector. It's just like he just finds time out of thin air. It's ridiculous to see. Jack B just with the DRS can't make a move on Will Manu. This could be a battle that goes to the end. It's going to be a very intense battle. I'm not actually getting invested and stop sitting on my phone. Just Jack B, the DRS, is he going to go for the move down into this corner? He looks like he is. He's alongside Will to Will. Gets the move done, but is Will going to go for the switchback? No, he's not. He doesn't get the exit that he probably would have wanted. 4 attempts between these drivers, into 3 attempts already. Will Manu just getting some good exits out some corners. He knows what he's doing. He's calm and he's controlled. He cannot let Jack B slip away here. Jack B obviously with the hard commander tyres, but his hard tyres are 5%, no, sorry, 5 laps older than Will Manu's soft tyres. Obviously, newer soft tyres be better than the hard tyres, but it depends how long they go on for. It's been 10 laps on these soft tyres now, as Will Manu's still got the tyre to try and challenge Jack B for this win. It just looks like at the moment they are equally paced, but Will Manu with a double Jack B's ERS. Will Manu had no ERS, and also he's got more than Jack B. Jack B had loads more than Will Manu. He just can't afford to use it all up. He has to play this tactically. Will Manu now, DRS is open down the main straight, going towards turn 1. Jamaican Baker makes up decision on the Fatty Bomb Boy. They're Will to Will, and Jack B behind Will Manu once again on the penultimate lap of the race around Portugal. These two battle consistently on most races that we race in F1RL. We always see these two up the top, and they're still fighting now. Look at the exit. Jack B gets out of that corner. Will Manu struggling out of that corner. No DRS for Jack B by the looks of it, unless it got shut down and he forgot to pull it back on. I do not know. But Will Manu leads Jack B by 3 tenths coming to near of the last lap. I believe that whoever's got the DRS down the final straight, well, not even the DRS down the final straight, just the DRS wherever on any of these laps, it's going to be the one who wins this. Jack B right on the back of Will Manu. Wouldn't go for a move in my opinion, because Will Manu's defending this very well, and Jack B's just getting good exits now. This is really heating up to be a battle of the ages right now. Jack B and Will Manu did it last season on the final lap for the championship, and he's going to try it this season, not for the championship, but on the final lap of the Portuguese Grand Prix. Will Manu with a lot of ERS to use. Jack B with hardly any ERS to use. He can't use it all up at once. Overtake deployed. The DRS is enabled. He goes past Will Manu, but Will Manu is now going to have to sit behind him for this whole lap. And can Jack B defend enough through the corners to fight this one up? This is a beautiful battle. A well-crafted battle between these two for the last few laps now. And that's Latifi ahead of Will Manu. Will Latifi play into this? Latifi's got to be careful. No penalties can be given to Latifi, especially with the blue flag rule. If there is tactical blue flag play here to the point where Latifi is blocking Will Manu, not Will Manu, sorry, Jack B, I see that as a very strong penalty in my opinion. Don't interrupt a well-crafted battle for the race win. Latifi has got soft tyres on. He's probably going to go for the fastest lap to gain a point here. They can do that. They are in the top 10. Latifi just going to need to get out of the way in my opinion. Don't let these two don't get in the way of these two fighting. Jack B versus Will Manu onto the last lap then. Will Manu's going to have to do something and do it soon. Maybe with that all that ERS he has got. And it's a big slide there. A big moment for Will Manu. And Jack B going on to the final lap of the race. Latifi in the way. Latifi will need to get out of the way in my opinion. Really holding up Jack B. That is a very big hold up. Holding up Jack B still. Not getting out of the way of blue flags. Ignoring the blue flags. Jack B with Latifi sitting in front of him. Could Jack B lose the battle here? Who will it be? Good to the line. Jack B wins. Photo finish. Jack B wins in Portugal. Will Manu P2. Look at that gap. 0.003 between these two. Jack B wins in Portugal. Just about. Massa brings home a podium for McLaren. P4 for Pepe. Hard to be crossing the line to take P5. A good showing from the McLaren boys here today. Hard 5-second penalty for uncertain. This is going to allow Nighthawk to get P5, I believe. Niall does claim P5. Is Lucas going to claim P6? Yes, he does. So it's P3 and P7 for the McLaren boys. Jack B, victorious again. He's back on the top, baby. Will Manny might have got pole, but Jack B gets the win.
What was Latifi doing?
And we've got Will Manny here right now. Obviously, P2. Latifi trying to hold up Jack B, but did not play out for you.
Latifi held up me in the end. I had to go around Latifi and Jack B.
Oh, wow. Latifi was ignoring blue flags there, in my opinion, very hard on Jack B. If Jack B would have lost it, the penalty that would have gone to Latifi would be ridiculous. But Jack B is victorious around Portugal. Will Manu obviously gets the pole position point, and the fastest lap, I believe, he got as well. Senor Pepe gets the driver of the day. My driver of the day, oh, that's actually a hard one. I'm going to give it to Massa. But Jack B on the top step. 3 constructors, 3 drivers, all on that grid. And that was interesting. A very interesting Portuguese Grand Prix that I weren't supposed to be here for. But I'll be back next week anyway for the Imola Grand Prix, racing on Wednesday, commentating on Thursday. Will Manu will be here, in fact, commentating on Wednesday as usual. So make sure you don't miss that. Both at 7 PM. Next week, Andy Moore racing next Wednesday. So don't miss that because it's Andy Moore and he is the GOAT. But there is your podium sitters. What a race here in Portugal, as we will confirm the final standings in a bit due to, obviously, penalties going to be applied. But Jack B wins. Will Manu P2. Massa P3. Pepe P4. Nightowl ran out the top 5. Then Lucas on his debut in the Aston Martin P6. Harbs P7. Medium tyre compound P8. Hoffers P9 and Latifi ran out the top 10. Will Manu getting the pole position point and the fastest lap point. 27 points. No, not 27 points. 20 points. It would be 27 day 1. But 20 points from this race weekend. Not bad at all from that Williams driver. Making the best out of a worse situation. Jamaican Bacon finishing P12 in his first Tier 1 race. Anyway, I have been the Jamaican Bacon. I obviously wasn't racing. I hope you guys enjoyed. And we'll see you next week for Imola. And trust me, that is one you will not want to miss. Goodbye.